Good morning.
Morning, Warren County. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
And I'm Brian.
And this is Ward First 931 as we're getting geared up and getting ready. And y'all just give me a quick minute. I was messing with this morning. I think it's going to work this time.
All right.
I hear my audio. Now we're going to go here.
All right.
And there it is. Okay.
Good morning.
Now I'm happy. Check 1, 2. But with that said, it is a bright and bushy-tailed morning, and the sun is already up and at it. As we talked about, today the high is going to be 44. The low is 16. Currently in downtown McMinnville, we are at 27 degrees. And I want to say, as we look through the weather, Brian, and again, thanks to Reddick Brown Ford for being our weather sponsors for today. You can see we got sun today, sun tomorrow, and sun on Thursday. But like we were talking about, and a shout out to all those photos, of which one is one of your photos.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Dr. Swallows and the Warren County Schools for letting us know ahead of time. One of those photos in the right-hand corner is on Sullivan Road where I live.
Yeah.
And it's right, those holly trees block out all the sunshine. Mm-hmm. And so it's a sheet of ice still this morning. So if you're riding around Warren County, especially outside the city limits, please be careful because there's still a lot of ice out there and patches and stuff. So thank you, Dr. Swallows and the school system for letting parents know ahead of time. And I know the teachers and parents are happy, but hey, when we get back, we got a lot of work to do. We're going to get ready for TCAPs coming. So parents, keep your ears to the ground, listen to the teachers, and let's see how we can get these scores up and increase the overall knowledge of our students. But again, safety first.
Safety is one important thing. And, I want to give a shout out to our headmaster at Covenant Academy, Mr. Troy Lewis. He actually, when he messaged yesterday, and I liked how he said it, he goes, use your discretion. School is in session for today. But if the roads are bad in your area, they completely understand. Mm-hmm. You just call the school and let them know, and your child will not be counted absent. And I like that. I think that's how it should be. If you can make it, but it's like you said with public schools, a majority of the students live outside in the county, right?
Well, about half. It's about half and half. It seems like, and because the way we've got about 40,000 people in Warren County. We've got about 20,000 people in McMinnville. So the other 20,000 are outside the city limits. And so we need to make sure that they're safe as well. I know it's easy getting around here in the greater McMinnville area, but hey, you go just a few miles outside the city limits and you got some places that can be pretty treacherous.
Exactly. And so these are the schools as of yesterday at 4:48 p.m. that we were notified about. Of course, Cannon County, DeKalb County, Grundy County, Van Buren County, and Warren County. And in case anybody wanted to know about other schools like, FC Boyd Christian and things like that, I'm going to start putting if schools are open at the bottom.
Okay.
So in case there's always people messaging me on our text club wondering, well, Kelly, have you heard about this school? Have you heard about that school? And, and I want to make sure that I put as many details as I can in this text message. And also too, if you're not a part of our Warren First 931 text club, you need to do it. It's that simple. It's super easy. It's right here on the screen. You can't miss it. Right here. And you just text the number 81010 to in the message at Warren 931, and that is all through the Remind app, guys. So it's simple, it's quick, it's easy. It's a free app. It doesn't cost you anything unless you have a different messaging and data rates plan than others do. But most people I think have the unlimited now at this point. But with that said, these are the school closings. If you're not following us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you won't be seeing these. You got to follow us somehow, or you need to follow us vis-a-vis through the text message club. We don't only just send out school closures. We send out weather alerts. Like when that storm front, the winter watch warning was coming through, we sent out messages about that because we were on top of it trying to watch that for you guys. If there's anything happening downtown, I really also debated on sending a message out this morning. I was telling Brian that right here on Main Street at the very tail end, right after you pass, like right in front of Pioneer Pediatrics, sometimes we get a semi truck that thinks they know they can turn and they can't make that turn. I don't know what. Like Brian was like, is there a sign? And I go, no, the only thing I'm aware of that they've put up for semis is those big, I call them those big boulder bell looking things. And that, but I think they took them away because it just didn't work because it got stuck under the semis at a point. Wow. But again, you know, kudos to the road crew that put up the sign saying road closed and stuff. Because me, again, I went to go get my tea from, Vanilla Bean, and I forgot that they don't open on Tuesdays. I know. It's okay. But thank you to Cumberland Biscuit for my purple soda. I'm not going to lie what I'm drinking. So,
and I'm just drinking coffee, but thank you, Cumberland Biscuit. And thank you, Tops. We're live here in the Top studio on downtown with the beautiful Park Theater in our background.
We are.
Isn't it such a beautiful day today?
It is a beautiful day. And I love it when the sun comes out and that vitamin D's hitting you, or is it vitamin C? Which one is it?
Well, you synthesize vitamin D. So that's what you want. You take vitamin C, and with your grape drink, there's probably not any in there.
There's not any in there. Okay.
No. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be cold, and it's going to be cold tomorrow. So thank you, Reddick Brown, for sponsoring our weather this morning. And Kelly, did you know what day it is today?
Today is January the 14th, of course.
Yes, and with January 14th, we're going to have a new segment, and we'll find a sponsor for this segment because this is always a fun segment. But there's always a national day of something, and today is National Shop for Travel Day.
Okay.
And with that being said, Friday we have a special guest.
We do.
Miss Hannah Gribble, who is a travel agent. So in honor of her, we're going to shout out for National Shop and for Travel Day. Yeah. It's also Ratification Day, and this is the day where the Treaty of Paris was signed, and we technically got our freedom from the English after the Revolutionary War in 1784. Yeah. And one of my favorites right here, National Dress Up Your Pet Day.
I'm going to post, look at that. Check it out. Now, those are none of the dog. These are just, free little images I found on the website. But I'll tell you, if you dress up your dog, we are going to make a post today on our social media here while we're chatting. And if you want to take a picture of maybe when you dressed up your dog, whether it was during Halloween or whatever the case may be, we would love to see how you dress up your little pooch, especially now being cold. I will say for the smaller dogs, I see it more often because to keep them warm, their poor little paws. I just feel like their paws are going to fall off, and I hate that.
Yes, those poor little puppies.
Poor little puppies.
They have it so bad.
they have it made.
If there's ever such thing called reincarnation, I
want to be a little dog. I really do, and I would be the best dog you would ever meet. But right now we have so many things going on. We're going to take a quick break. But again, I say this over and over. If you're not a part of our text club or following us on some aspect of the realm, there's so many ways to follow us. Please make sure you take the time to do that so you can stay informed of what's going on in the Warren County community and beyond. But coming up after we get back from the break, we're going to talk about what is all going on in Warren County, because there is so many things.
Always.
There's always so many things. But as I always say, guys, you're listening to us live here at Tops Frozen Yogurt on Warren First 931, and keep it here. We'll be right back.
My dad had a vision in 1964 to start Yang Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us. The call at 931-815-9000.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Around Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
To transform your home, head over here to Roland Renovations at North Chancery Street in McMinnville. From stunning cabinets and beautiful countertops to durable LVP and hardwood flooring, we've got everything you need. Want to upgrade your bathroom? Check out our amazing shower systems and our stylish shower doors. Here at Roland Renovations, we also specialize in outdoor cabinetry, tile work, full remodels, and installation services. Stop by or call us at 931-743-5479 today. We are open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed on Wednesday and Saturday. We are open for appointments only. Don't wait. Revamp your space with us here at Roland Renovations.
Okay, well, thank you guys for listening to our amazing sponsors. Again, if you would like to be a sponsor on the show, we have some packages that we've putting together. I got a little of it done last night because as of 2025, I'm trying to do bigger and better things. And so I will do a little teaser. There's 3 different levels essentially that you can be on: a level 1, a level 2, or a level 3. And each level has more in the package than the next. And so essentially what it is, the more you want to be seen, want to be heard, the more, you want to go up in the package. And again, it's just going to be a great year this year. We want to make the best that we can and make sure we can just afford keeping the lights on, as I say.
Well, Kelly, it is very exciting. And because of you guys that are watching live and the ones that are watching later on today and the ones that can watch next week, that's the beautiful thing about our platform is that you don't have to be here live, but you can tag somebody in it. You can do anything. And when we're looking at our view counts and the things that we see, it's incredible. So guys, thank y'all so much. Kelly, did you know that we have over 4,700 subscribers just on Facebook alone?
I did know that. And you know what, Brian? We're going to play a little contest to see if we can get to 5K before the end of the month.
Oh, that'll be great.
That's my goal, is to get to 5K by the end of the month, or heck, even by this Friday. I challenge. But again, it's so crazy when we started this a year ago, where just in a matter of a couple of weeks alone, I went from like 3 to 5 followers. And then in 2 weeks, it went to 2K.
Wow.
And then when my mom, I go, Mom, look. I mean, I'm like a little kid in a candy store. Look, Mom, look what I did. And she's like, people followed you that fast? Like, it amazed her, not in a bad way, but she's like, oh, wow. And then she goes, well, Kelly, you're an influencer. And I'm like, well, so maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Hopefully I'm a good one.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Kelly. And hey, we've got our 1-year anniversary coming up this Friday. We're going to have a special show. And wouldn't it be great if we could get over 5,000 for that show? So we need to issue a challenge to our wonderful listeners. Guys, thank y'all so much for what you do. Please, if you can, tag somebody. Let somebody know. We need you to follow. And we'll probably send a thing where you can at mentioners or at followers. But yeah, try to get more people to follow. We would love to break that 5,000.
I would love to. And if we do break 5,000, I will tell you when I set this little thing up so you guys can like tag yourself in the post that I'm fixing to make after the show, we may come up with a basket of assortment of many things that we will show off on Friday's show.
Now, Kelly's a little extra, so it's going to be an extra special.
Yes. Thank you. I am extra, and it's a good thing. I always like making somebody's day. But with that said, this is a segment we're calling "Are You Listening, Warren County?" Because this is anything and everything local to Warren County. And first and foremost, I already had this potted up, and I know it's not Dwayne that messages. Shout out to Bernadette, my sister from another mister. But since schools are closed today, please, if you are, cabin fever, you want to get out of the house, the detention is open today. We have elected to open today. The arcade games only and limited menu. It's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come on out, enjoy your snow day if you can make it. I mean, we've been at the detention several times. I know you have too, Brian.
I love the detention.
I know you do. And again, some of the things that they do, they don't, like this past holiday season for Christmas, there was photos with Santa. Was it 3 or 4 times?
We did 3 times for sure.
3 times.
And then I just love stopping in. The place is great. And next year, guys, make sure that you get your stocking stuffers from the detention. A $25 gift card for a child. It's not seem a lot to you. It may seem a lot to you, but to a child, that means the world. And when they go to birthday parties and different things, if they've got a gift card that they can use, it helps out a lot. So that's a great Christmas present. So thank you to the wonderful people at the detention. And we're so blessed.
Dwayne and Bernadette have done an amazing job. When I remember that when it was I went to Morrison School there.
Oh, you did?
I was in there for my little bit of my elementary from first, or maybe it was kindergarten through 4th, but 5th grade I went to Bobby Ray after that. But no, the way that they have transformed it into what it is today, I mean, mind-boggling.
Well, think about it. You don't even have to, if you live in the Morrison area, you don't have to come into town to eat.
No.
They got great food there at the detention. A salad bar, a buffet, but the pizzas and wings, they're great. So.
You can't, again, if you missed when it was when there was the bar called Bernie's, okay, if everybody remembers that, and their wings were like, once I turned 21 and I could go in, the wings were like phenomenal. And if you miss Bernie's wings, you need to go to the detention. 100%. Also, as Valentine's is gearing up, because I feel like we're going to have a ton of dates for February because they're already piling up. Because there are a bunch of dates that are this month that are kind of on the same day that we'll talk about. But Oh Sugar has just announced their Galentine's Day event. Grab your group of girls and have a fun night out. Join us for bites, drinks, cupcakes, cupcake decorating, and banquet making or bouquet making. So if you want to be there, she's got it all on her social media on Oh Sugar. Penny does a phenomenal job on, teaching you how to cook and make these things.
Now, I see cupcake decorating.
Yeah.
I see floral bouquet making, mimosa station.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I know a lady who doesn't like a mimosa.
Mimosas are amazing.
And I feel like this is geared to the ladies.
It's Galentine's.
It's because it's Galentine's, yes. But the charcuterie boards, gentlemen, if you want to make your wife happy or your significant other, if she be a female, hey, this might be a nice surprise for her and her friends to go and do something like that.
Because maybe during the holidays, she's seen enough of your face. I'm just going to say it, because maybe she needs a break. The holidays have happened. Snow days have happened. She's been taking care of the kids, whatever the case may be. And she needs a little mom time, some girl time, like get out of the house. I know I'm wanting one, but it snowed out our last outing. So, so it is what it is.
My wife is a book club fan, so she likes to get with the book club, which I don't even know if they discuss books, but she likes it. And hey, whatever makes mama happy, happy wife, happy life.
That is correct. Y'all hear that, guys? Just saying, don't wait the day before to buy the 50% off flowers either. I'm just going to throw that out there. Get her the good stuff, even though they're going to die in a couple of days. But with that said, continuing on, the Park Theater is going strong. Of course, they're right across the street from us. You can see all the events labeled on the marquee over there. The Spear Bubbles.
Oh, yeah. Spear Bubble Magic on January the 19th.
Yep.
and you can always go to the Park Theater website. But the songwriters contest,
Yes.
that looks really neat. And I know that's
It
a
is.
collaboration with the Southern Standard.
It is.
And so, guys and gals, tune up your guitars.
Yeah.
Come on out. Go online, find out what and we'll probably send a link out to let you know how
We will.
to sign up for that. And look, let's jam out.
Let's make it happen. But again, when I say Park Theater's really kicking it off to a good start, I wish I had Joe over here now, but we might get him to reiterate this on Friday's show. But with that said, they have everything, something for everyone, from tributes to legendary artists to family-friendly entertainment. This season is packed with unforgettable experiences. Just right off the bat, Sweet Baby James. It's a tribute band to James Taylor. That's on January the 17th, which is this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Just right off the bat, family fun series, the Spear Bubbles that we were showing, that's also on the marquee. The show as seen on America's Got Talent. But again, this is not the first time we've got an artist from America's Got Talent that has been here at the Park Theater. If you have not seen it, you got to come out because they're getting a lot of great talent. And that's on January the 19th, which is also this weekend. That's Sunday, I believe, off the top of my head. And then the Tennessee Writers Week qualifying round. Okay, guys, this is qualifying round. Is January the 31st. So they're calling all aspiring songwriters. Submissions are open to the Park Theater website through January the 20th, which is next Monday. If you want to qualify, you have now till next Monday to send in those submissions. Audience tickets are also available for an evening of incredible talent. So if you have friends, family, I will tell you this to help your case out. If you make that qualifying match, right, you need to get as many fans, friends, and family. The 3 F's in life, okay? And when you bring those, make sure they're the loudest and the proudest when you get on the stage so those people can hear, oh my gosh, okay. Because it does help. It does. With that said, continuing on for the month of February, they got even more dates coming up.
Oh my goodness. So are you ready for a Taylor Swift tribute? February 7th. So all the ladies, I mean, my girls included, they love them some Taylor Swift.
Swifties.
So Taylor Swift tribute will be on February the 7th. On the next day, February the 8th, a tribute to Conway and Loretta Lynn.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
It's a good time.
You know, I got to see Loretta Lynn before she passed away
Really?
at the Grand Ole Opry, and Porter Wagner was there and little Jimmy Dickens. It was wonderful.
Oh, I
Shout
got to
out
see
my
little
beautiful
Jimmy.
well, look, I love that Western motif that those guys would wear, and you know it's kind of making a comeback.
It is making a comeback. I want to say shout out to Post Malone for that because I feel like I don't know if he was the first one to start it between him and Lainey Wilson. Like that style is like the flair is coming back.
And all you 90s kids, get ready for Valentine's Day because Ken and Drew of Sister Hazel will be here in McMinnville at the Park Theater. So you and your Val gal can rock out to the sweet sounds of the 90s duo Sister Hazel.
Yeah.
It'll be a great show, man. And then this is one that a lot of people look at. The very next day, Abbey Road or Forever Abbey Road, a Beatles tribute will be here. And I know, guys, I want to say they've been here before, but anytime we have these bands that come up, especially these tribute bands, especially bands like the Beatles, we don't know how much longer those guys are even going to be around to play. So this would be a great time, especially if you got young kids like mine that are just getting into music, to educate them about how wonderful the multiple sounds. Oh, the Beatles, they played country.
They did.
They played soul. They did everything. The Beatles did everything. So we'll have to get Joe Harvey's commentary on that. And then on the 28th, the local connection, we're going to have the TC Bryant Band, one of McMinnville's own. So and that local connection, I think they're going to be doing that every month.
They are. Last month, I think, or the month before last, I think it was. They did 2 bands because we had them on the show. It was.
Well, they had Tim Winton's band.
Oh, that's right. They had the Porch Jackers.
Yes.
And then the Porch Jackers opened up for. Oh my gosh, August Low. That I was going to say Moon because I got the T-shirt and it's got a moon on it. I'm like, wait a minute, that's wrong. But I love how they're doing this local connection because it's showcasing the local talent that we have here in Warren County.
And guys, we are loaded with talent, and you guys know other people. So please make sure that you tag these folks and let them know about this segment of what's going on here, because there's so much just with the Park Theater alone.
Yes.
There's a lot going on.
And starting today, and I'm following, this is off Chris Cope. I shared this off his page. It's called Hot Corner Cards. School's out. Since school's out another day, bring your kids by and check us out. And again, it didn't have the location, but between January the 14th and the 18th, and today's hours is from 12 to 4, Wednesdays 12 to 3, Thursdays 12 to 4, Friday 12 to 4, and closed on Saturdays. So I'm going to assume that this is like the hot cards. Hot Corner Cards is like in a variety of cards.
Well, I imagine they specialize in probably every kind of trading card. We'll have to get them on and find out all the information.
More on
but it looks like baseball cards and things like that. But hey, man, there's all kinds of things out there.
Yes.
I went to a Comic-Con convention or a card thing, and there's all kinds of different trading cards and characters that I didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Shout out to Chris Cope and Hot Corner Cards. We'll go check them out here soon.
Yes. And Chris, if you're listening, you need to come on the show and tell us all about it. I do want to say thanks to Bernadette or Dwayne, because you're not telling me who's speaking on what behalf. But they did write, but flowers die too quickly. Can you spend less on flowers and buy an awesome higher price gift? LOL. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning.
But with that said, we are going to take another quick little break, and we will be right back with more Warren County happenings and shenanigans, especially with the high school and all the schools that we have reported. And again, all this information we've been talking about is on our Facebook and Instagram, so you definitely need to check it out. And keep it here at Warren First 931.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.com. Know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Dad had a vision in 1964 to start Yanton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Gonna get again. I removed it again, but we are here. Welcome back to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker. It's Slata.
And I'm Brian Carr. Good
I
to
was
be
about
with
to
you.
say, I can't even get my name straight today. But with that said, it is 27 degrees outside. It feels like it is 40 degrees in downtown McMinnville.
Can you forgive me for giving you that flower that day?
What?
Can you forgive me for giving you that flower that day?
No, why?
Everybody thinks because I'm a long-haired man that I'm gonna get screwed. I don't got Love.
Guys, we had a
Yeah.
visitor come in the studio.
You're fine.
And this is the beautiful thing about live action.
It's,
So,
it's okay. I didn't say you're good, man. You're good. Okay.
you're good.
Those people are crazy.
I wouldn't worry about that,
Nah.
my friend.
Those people are crazy. You're good. I enjoyed my flower. I put it in my bouquet and everything. You're good. I took
You're
it home
good.
and showed my husband. He was happy.
Hey, are you doing all right?
No, because they got me crying again.
Like, well, look here.
It's okay.
Got this.
Okay. It's okay. All right. With that said, getting back into the swing of things, talking about school sports and all the things happening in the school system. And right now, the Pioneer Battalion Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. And again, you know, First Sergeant Tim Howard does a phenomenal job with his group of kiddos. And I want to say congratulations to Alpha Company Commander and Senior Allison Sweatman on her decision to join the United States Army Reserves, where she will serve her country as a medical administration specialist and attend Cumberland University. Great job, Allison. And then, if I know there's no school today, but the Warren County High School did also post, like, if your student is like a senior and they're working on their FAFSAs and things like that, you can actually email your AIRS counselors to get help with FAFSA or any other needs, as we will be working remotely again today. And with that said, you can do, it says right here, last names A through F, you send it to vanessa.ferris@theairsfoundation.org. Last names G through L, you send it to carl.curtis@theairsfoundation.org. Last names M through R, you email warren@theairsfoundation.org. And S through Z, you send to grace.young@theairsfoundation.org. So again, all this information I'm talking to you about, if you are needing help with any of the scholarship information, you know, tuition help, or just any type of financial help with college, the AIRS Foundation counselors are there to help you. And shout out to Leah Simpson and them for, you know, doing this for the kids and making sure that they get all the stuff that they need. Another thing that we would love to talk about while I'm getting on it is, of course, coming up on the schedule for sports. And again, we've talked about this app. This is an amazing, it's the Warren County Pioneers app that we have. And a shout out to Anthony Lippy and all them guys. But coming up today, it looks like, tonight at 6 p.m., the girls are playing. Let's see, is it an away game or a home game? How can you tell?
I think today at 6, Spring Hill, it's an away game for us.
It's a away game. Okay. So if it's over here, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. So it's home game of Blues home game.
Yes.
Okay. And then, of course, also going on today, it looks like it's going to be another dual wrestling match with
Yes.
Coffee County and Cascade. Okay. And that is also going to be, it's a away game.
Yes.
And then at 7:30 today, another away game. Of course, once the girls get done, the boys play right after that around 7:30. And then on January the 16th at 6 p.m., which will be Thursday, right? Wednesday they're off. Thursday, another away game with Shelbyville. That's going to be their junior varsity boys basketball. And then on January the 16th at 6 p.m., another away game for wrestlers, the wrestling team, Oakland and Shelbyville. I've noticed they do back-to-back competitions because there's just so much. And I want to say again, thanks to, the two boys that came.
Jacoby and
Zarek. Yes, thank you so much for coming on the show. We really need to get those girls on.
That's what we're going to work on next. We've got a big wrestling match, a home wrestling match coming up next Tuesday, a week from today, which is the 21st. And we're going to try to have them on before that to pump people up and have them come out to the show. And I say the show, the matches.
Yeah, the matches.
And it will probably be a 3-way match. But guys, ranked in the top 10 in the state of Tennessee, that's incredible. incredible. So shout out to
Yeah.
our Warren County Pioneer Wrestling team.
Yeah.
Thank you, coaches. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And Coach Lippy for this awesome app.
Yes, I mean, there's so many games going on this week, guys, that you do not want to miss. Like we've talked about basketball, we're talking about wrestling, basketball, and the games are going to be going on the 16th. Another wrestling match is on the 17th, and then we're going to be having on the 17th a home game for the girls and boys, and then the 18th. I mean, look at that. I mean, this
I
is
love
a
it. That's lined up.
jam-packed session on January the 18th. The wrestling team will be out of town once again.
But on the 18th, do you see that?
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah. JRRTC Drill and Color Guard will be doing a drill meet in Rockvale High School. And that's on the 18th of January at 8 a.m. I'm telling you, First Sergeant Tim Howard does a phenomenal job. And that's one reason we
Shout out.
yes, this is his retirement year or working into retirement. I know that they're trying to find, he's helping find his replacement, but once he's gone, I will tell you, whoever that person is has some big shoes to fill.
Yes, it does.
But again, all this information we're getting is from this app. It is in order of from the beginning to the end, guys. I mean, it's endless. And if you want to know what teams are going on, you can highlight the high school and or
They
middle
got the
school.
middle school on there?
They
now?
have the middle school too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. And I don't know, I haven't seen a middle school game pop up on the schedule though. That's the only.
They'll
I don't
probably
know.
have to load that up, but
Yeah, they
Miss
got JV and
McBride
stuff.
and the coaches over at the middle school. I know they're excited. They've had the middle school had a wonderful wrestling year.
Yes.
And Coach Ben Matheny told me that they've got a lot of folks coming back, and there's a lot of excitement.
Really?
And they'll probably have another great year next year.
Love it.
So if you want to get your children in on the ground floor, make sure to encourage them to go out for wrestling, both boys and girls, next year at the middle school. But there's going to be stuff going on throughout the year. They'll have summer camps. They'll have all kinds of stuff to introduce your child to it. So be on the lookout for that.
And with that said, too, if you are wanting to get your kids started early, we've talked about this when I had Coach Matt Turner on the show. And I want to tell you guys, if you want to get your kid invested in some type of sport, you're trying to figure out what they want, you got to start them off early to see what their niche is and what they like and what they love. And keep putting them in the sport that they thrive in, because I'm telling you right now, my son, there's 2 sports that he absolutely doesn't like. But at the same time, when I see him play, he's thriving. Like it's not clicked with him yet, But with that said, there's a travel basketball for boys and girls. It's called Elite Basketball. It's 3rd grade through high school, and they are proud sponsors of this Warren County basketball app that we got. But if you are, wanting to get your child in some type of a basketball program, that's one of them.
Oh,
One of many. I was trying to see if there's anything else. I was trying to scroll because they got everything on here.
yeah, a lot of that stuff, the advertisements are put on there through the school, so the kids work on putting those advertisements. But since
there's
school's been out,
Jacoby.
he's a great little wrestler. So and he's just a sophomore.
Yep.
So we've got a few more years to spend with him,
Yeah.
and so that's exciting to know that that program is thriving like it is. So guys, if you've never experienced a wrestling meet, you need to come. It can
Definitely.
get so exciting, especially when somebody's about to get pinned or somebody gets thrown up in there. It's amazing.
It is. And one game I do want everybody to put in the books, which I got to go. I'm going to have to take a minute to scroll. It's in February. It's the big charity event between Coffee County and Warren County. Go for it.
No, it's the big shootout, and it's a great great charity event, and you sponsor by points. Each point is $1, and you could sponsor either side. But it was a rivalry the way it was explained to me. It actually started from something very negative.
It was a negative because they were commenting about Highway 55 and the restaurants right there and how bad they were. Yeah, it was a negative thing, and then it turned into this. I want to say between Thunder Radio and really with Phyllis Prater and Gary Prater at Prater's Barbecue that started this, and then all these other restaurants started tacking on, and it became this big. It turned into this massive thing. They raised over $20,000.
Wow.
And with that said, it's February the 7th, which is on a Friday at 6 p.m. The game is going to be at Coffee County High School. It's the points challenge. Like he talked about, each point scored earns money for the charity. And this is going to go towards the McMinnville Special Games.
Yes.
And then also the Dream for Weave Foundation, getting kids in the game. And there was a Coach Weaver that started this, and he passed away from a type of an illness, and he just wanted the kids to be out of the streets and in the game to get, in a positive way. And so there's two foundations, one from Coffee and one from Warren, but it's called the Border Battle. Mm-hmm. And I absolutely love it. And I never thought something negative could be turned into a positive, but it did. So if you need to make plans, February the 7th at 6 p.m., that is what is going on. With that said, we are going to take a quick little break and make sure we talk to everything about Warren County till we get into what's going on in America, because there's a lot of stuff coming up next Monday that we definitely need to get
some
invested
big
in.
Changes.
Yes. But
make sure to like and subscribe.
Make sure and keep it here at Warren First 931.
Dad had a vision in 1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford?
Is here, and it's the perfect time for planning. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net.
To transform your home, head over here to Roland Renovations at North Chancery Street in McMinnville. From stunning cabinets and beautiful countertops to durable LVP and hardwood flooring, we've got everything you need. Want to upgrade your bathroom? Check out our amazing shower systems and our stylish shower doors. Here at Roland Renovations, we also specialize in outdoor cabinetry, tile work, full remodels, and installation services. Stop by or call us at 931-743-5479 today. We are open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed on Wednesday, and Saturday we are open for appointments only. Don't wait. Revamp your space with us here at Roland Renovations.
All right. Welcome back to Warren First 931. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Brian.
And currently in downtown McMinnville, we are at 30 degrees as we should be. And again, our weather is always being brought to you the amazing Reddick Brown Ford. As you can see, this is your forecast for today. The high is 44, the low is 17 degrees. Sunny skies are going to be accumulating today, and I hope they stay out all day long.
Oh, yeah.
I've been needing some sun. I need some vitamin D in my life. And then Wednesday and Thursday as well, it's going to be sunny skies. And hopefully what I'm hoping with the sun coming in, it's going to melt some of that, unforeseen ice in certain areas so kids can get back home, because I've already been asked, do you think Warren County schools and other schools are going to be closed tomorrow? I do not know, but I do hope, like we have been very encouraging, saying I've enjoyed getting the 2:00 announcements.
Yes.
And letting us know ahead of time so parents can, plan accordingly. But as you can see, the rest of the weather forecast, sunny on Wednesday and Thursday with a high of 38 on Wednesday, a high of 46 on Thursday. Friday, it's going to be a little cloudy, but it's still going to be in the high of 52. And I think the sun's going to come out.
Get some work done.
Yes.
Outdoors, anyhow.
If you have not got any, or the rest of any holiday decorations from Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatnot, take it down, son. I've seen everybody take it down. I still see some Halloween decorations down or up and at it, but it is what it is.
Hey.
And then of course on Saturday, don't forget the high is 53, but just like Tennessee weather, it changes. There is a 60% chance of rain on Saturday, and then Sunday cloudy. So that is your whole week up forecast, and it is changing by the minute, which is absolutely fine. But again, thanks to Reddick Brown Ford for sponsoring the community weather.
Yes, thank you, Reddick Brown Ford. And with it being nice on Friday, I just want to give a shout out to the Master Gardeners. They will be starting a new class here pretty soon on January the 28th. They will be having their meeting their monthly meeting this Thursday, the 16th. At the 201 Locust Street in the Dogwood room, or not Dogwood room, whatever, the Magnolia room. They'll be in the big room. So, and they're going to be having chili. But look, with Susan Hall and all the folks at the Master Gardener program, if you're not familiar with it, you need to come find out about it. But yes, new class starting up January 28th. So we wanted to send them a little love and a shout out. So if you want to start getting your beds ready or start plowing, it's never too soon.
It isn't. My mom would have said the same thing. You'd start tilling it up, getting the nutrients in your soil, getting it ready so you can get it going. And another thing happening, I believe, over in that same exact area, which I should ask Melody the rest of the details. Genealogy is meeting this week. It's their annual meeting that is open to the public, where they showcase if you have family heirlooms or some things in history that you want to show off. Like we have a gun that was given to my husband from his dad, and it was from what we have found out as of right now, it could date all the way back to the 1800s, and during one of the major wars. And so, again, we're trying to find out for sure whose gun that is, though, and maybe bringing it to things like this, you can find that out, But again, this is open to the public. So if you have an item, or if you want to be a gardener, go check out the gardening thing. If you want to check out history and things and family stuff, you got the genealogy thing.
And what a beautiful thing. We have a lot of choices here in McMinnville. And so I'm tired of hearing people say, I ain't got nothing to do. We ain't got nothing to do in McMinnville. No, we got a lot to do.
It is. And speaking of having a lot to do, a shout out to the men and women of our McMinnville Police Department, because without them, with them I feel safe, but without them I would feel unsafe. But they're up for hire. There's a join our team at the City of McMinnville Police Department. Are you ready to serve, protect, and make a difference in our community? The McMinnville Police Department is hiring dedicated individuals to join their team of professionals. It's competitive pay and benefits, opportunities for growth, community-focused missions. Be a part of something bigger, which I think, Jackie Matheny Jr. and Miss Nicole Mosley, they do not get enough credit where credit is due, because they are a part of this community, and they are movers and shakers. They just they just have a gun.
Well, they protect us and they keep
do.
us safe. And guys, it could be a lot worse. You hear about the things that are going on in Nashville, even the things that are going on in Murfreesboro. We're very blessed to live in kind of an isolated community where law enforcement
Yes.
has a strong presence and detours a lot of the bad things that could be going on.
Unfortunately.
Not to say that bad things aren't going on, but if our law enforcement departments are aware of it, they work their hardest to get it taken care of.
And if you are following us on Facebook and or Instagram, I didn't download this picture. I do apologize, but this is what the image looks like. And you can actually scan that QR code to apply online. So if this is something that you're interested in, or if you know somebody that would be interested in this job, we talk about tagging us. Tag somebody in their post to be like, hey, I tagged you in something I think you might be interested in. You just never know. And then also going into it, there's so many outlets to hear us on, guys. You can hear us on Facebook. You can hear us on Instagram. You can hear us on YouTube live every morning on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, as long as our children are happy and healthy and, there's not a chaos going on in the household. But other ways to listen to us, once we get done with the show here, we right after the show, we upload on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and Audible, the 4 outlets right there that you can hear the audio. You can't see us, but you'll be able to hear us. So if you have, if you're in your 20s and your 30s and you're like, well, Kelly, I don't have time to listen to what's going on, because I'm a bank teller at wherever. Well, guess what? As soon as the show gets done after 10:30, you can, if you want to get notified when I make posts like I do on Facebook and Instagram, you can do that by simply going to, there's 3 dots. I know that it's on Facebook. I don't know about Instagram, but when you click on those 3 dots, you need to hit notify when I make new posts, when I make new live feeds, post new videos, all of that. So you can stay informed, and you just click on that link and it goes directly towards it, because yesterday's interview was so impactful. I enjoyed having 2 amazing Warren County High School, a senior and a sophomore, I believe it was, Zarek and Jacoby. They're phenomenal, and these are kids in our county.
Yes.
And so, again, if you want to hear all about them, they are also on this interview as well. And I was trying to think. Oh, and one more thing. Mr. Brian posted this one. Talk all about spring sports, bro.
All right. So McMinnville Park and Recreations, they got their spring sports registration. So that's ball, like softball, baseball, t-ball, all those, all the balls, and the round ball that you kick with your foot, soccer. And they do such a wonderful job with all those. And we're very blessed to have Pistol Park and then the Dottie West ballpark that they run and maintain.
They keep it up great. Terry and his crew and Justin and Michael. I mean, it's phenomenal.
Look, man, you got announcers. Back where I grew up in Memphis, we didn't have people announcing the kids coming up.
No.
So, I know we're actually spoiled. But the thing is people, if you never grew up anyplace else, you don't know. So when I come to see my cousins play ball, and they would say, coming up to the plate, Justin Stewart, and it was like, oh my goodness, what, man. So shout out to McMinnville Parks and Recreation for all that they do, especially for our young people. This is such a wonderful thing. And but it's never too early to start thinking about that now. Hopefully the weather will be changing soon. We just got to get through the month of February and it'll all be good. So make sure that you go to our Facebook page or post, and you can get the link there below, and go ahead and sign your child up for either sport or both. I guess you can do 2 sports.
I think you can. You can pull it off. I did it. We do swim team during the summer, and we do baseball.
Swim team. That's another one. And shout out to Paige Northcutt for what she does with that. An Olympian.
We have a bronze medalist that lives here in Warren County. I brag on her all the time. If you are ever, 2 things with her, if you're ever looking for a genuine sport that you can do to the day you die, swim is one of them. Is a great exercise for all ages. And she has me and 7 or 8 other volunteers that work with her it starts at the end of April as the sun is coming on my face. Hold on. Yeah, we're just going to do this because I like talking to people. So I want to so Paige does this program, and it's from literally 3-year-old was one of our youngest swimmers.
Oh, wow.
And then the oldest ones go through high school.
Mhm.
So with that said, and she's actually helped some kids get scholarships in the past too.
Wow.
But with that said, you can, if your child knows how to swim and your child can stay above water, this is a great program to get them into, because Paige is an Olympic bronze medalist,
Oh, man.
training your kids to swim. Now, she also does swim lessons on the side. If your kid does not know how to swim, that's how we got involved and invested in it. We started swim lessons, and I bet a lot of people are thinking you're crazy, but it's really not. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Your child is in the womb in water.
Swimming around.
They're already swimming, okay? They're already swimming. So when they get out, the quicker you put them in the water, which again, they take their baths and things like that, but the quicker you get them into swimming lessons, the better chances they have of survival. It's just how it is. It's one thing they need to know. And me and Coach Marsh, Mr. Marsh, love him. We train the Lane 1 kids, which is the young ones, the newbies. And that could be anything from a 3-year-old to up to 11-year-old that's brand new swimming. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, by the end of the season, your kid will go down 25 meters without touching the wall, guaranteed.
Oh, awesome.
Guaranteed. And we start at the end of April. So be looking for those signups. If you want to know any more information, you can always call USA Gym. Paige will, give you all that information. She tries to put the banners and flyers up and stuff. She's had as many as, and this is another thing that gets unseen here in Warren County. One year we had almost 130 swimmers.
Wow.
The lowest number that I've ever seen being on the swim team because my son's 10 and he started at 3. The lowest number was maybe 95.
Oh, man.
It was not. It was close to 100. I can't remember. If Paige was here, she would remind me. But I'm telling you, we have phenomenal people in this community that are movers and shakers, that are Olympic bronze medalists, that are also Guinness Book World Record holders. I'm talking about you, Mr. Ray.
Hey, Mr. Ray.
But again, it's just phenomenal. And we have people that worked at NASA. There's so many intellectual, artsy, music, talent, athletic people in this community that gets unheard of.
Well, you know why they're here?
Why?
Because this is the most beautiful place on earth.
Well, of course it is.
Warren
it's Hallmark.
County is beautiful with our water system,
Yes.
with our nursery. Guys, we get used to it. We get used to seeing it every day.
Yeah.
People around the world,
we forget about it.
they don't get this.
Mm-mm.
And so we're so blessed to have the waterways, the mountains. We got the best hiking in the entire world,
We
guys.
do. Yes.
I want to give a quick shout out
Yes.
to right now we're going to try something new because we want to talk about what's going on in the world and the economy and everything
Yes.
right there. So Dow Jones Industrial Average started off at 42,366 and now we're up to 42,410.
Okay.
And so the market is moving up. Along with the S&P 500. It's up just slightly at 5,836. And the NASDAQ's down just a little to 19,076. Hey, we're looking for a sponsor to sponsor our financial minute. And so, hey, if you know a banker, if you know a financial
anybody
planning
that deals
firm,
with money,
hey, come see us.
brokers, bankers,
And when I flip over to this next page and look at
Pure Wealth.
our algorithm, guys, the views from the last 28 days, it's incredible. But it's because of you people out there, you neighbors that are sharing and liking and tagging other people and these things. It's because of you that we're able to almost 5,000 viewers. That's our followers.
And I don't care to tell people this. Brian was telling me, and I'm learning. I'm never ashamed to learn something new. I had to look up this word. What does monetize mean? Okay. Because a lot of people are like, ask me, are you monetized yet? And I'm like, so I've been telling people, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very true. I was like, yeah, I'm monetized. And I just thought it meant like monovision, one vision. Okay, so over my head. It happens. I do have blonde hair for a reason. But with that said, when Brian told me about it, I looked it up and I was like, I go, that's why I put really whack. Okay.
Well, for Facebook, it takes
For Facebook.
it takes 5,000 subscribers
Yep.
to be. Now, when I say Facebook, that's MetaSuites. That's both
Yeah.
Instagram and
And
Facebook
Facebook.
together.
Yeah.
So they run everything together.
Yeah.
So in saying that, you have to have 5,000 followers. You have to
Total.
have 60,000 viewing hours, and that's a lot of viewing hours. But
That is.
with what we've got and what people are coming across,
Yeah.
we've got that. And then you have to have just 5 posts. So
Yeah.
that's not
Thank
really
God for that.
five video
I was
posts.
reading about that.
So yeah, guys, because of you, we're nearly 1 million
Yeah.
views over the last 28 days. That's incredible.
I know.
I know.
I never-
We're for
I never imagined.
for the last 28 days. We're at 9,200. 9,204.
24, yeah.
I'm sorry, 924,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
0.4K. So,
Yeah.
guys,
That's because of you guys.
yes.
We just sit here, put the content out, and you go with it.
Well, you share it, and the thing is, you guys tell us, hey, I like this, or I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah.
It's your show. You're the ones
Yeah.
who are telling us what you want to hear, what you want to
Yep.
see. We kind of take everybody, because not everybody's going to like the same thing, but the
Yeah.
things that we feel are most important for the community to know, it's because of you guys. So
Yes.
thank you guys so much for allowing us. Let's try to get to 5,000 before Friday.
That's the goal. If I could get to 5,000 followers on just Facebook alone, I would be ecstatic.
So technically, we're not monetized. We depend on our sponsors who pay pay us for the things that
Aw,
that we put
shout
out, the
out.
messages that we give. But
Our coffee drive-through shout out. Yeah.
Thank you, Our Coffee.
Thank you for listening to us and following us. And if you're not following us, follow us.
Yes.
Don't forget to hit those 3 dots and make sure you get verified, get all those notifications. I also want to say, if you just now tuning in with us and you weren't on the show yesterday, I do want to reiterate that we did post that press release
Yes.
of the Patterson. Yeah, now I got to take my glasses off. Of the Patterson, no, that's the lady's name. Well, it was on Patterson Road,
yes.
and the lady named Patterson. Okay, on Patterson Road, there was a shooting, domestic violence shooting, and I hate to hear that. But again, if you want any details, the press release has been released on it. You can read it. This is all from Jackie Matheny, and you can read all that and more on there as well. And I do want to give some more love to this. We had over 9 shares. Yep, 9 shares on this. Tennessee Missing and Unsolved Mysteries. We talked about the Mona lady yesterday. Melody was talking about it. If you have any details on this that could help open up the case again, break the case, or if you know that if this person is still alive, or may know where this person might have been seen last. I don't know. I don't want to say the D word, but sometimes it's just like, Natalie Holloway and a lot of these people that go missing, and then it takes over how many years, like 15, 20 years for somebody to finally say, hey, I care, I hate to hear this. Because I'm a huge crime podcast watcher and documentary person, and to see the families still in distraught after so many years. The worst thing, I think, mental health wise for the families, and with you being a nurse, is not having closure.
You got to have closure.
Yeah.
And so with just the different thoughts, until you know concrete what's going on, there's always going to be just a modicum of doubt that people will hang on to.
And that's just so sad. But we do have a couple more things to talk about before we let you guys go, because of course, there's so many things going on in America that is around us. And then we're going to end up with some upcoming events, because of course, I do definitely want to talk about the inauguration coming up on the 20th, because I know everybody, there's pros and cons. They're looking forward to it. But again, we are fixing to, no matter who you voted for, we are fixing to have a new president. We're fixing to have the 47th president.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll talk about that more closely. And I can't read while I have these shades on. Isn't that sad? So here we go. one thing I thought was really interesting, and I talked to Brian about this, is I hate getting charged, still getting charged for subscriptions, whether it's on, apps or, websites, and you can't cancel out of them. Well, starting today, I want anybody to know, if you are frustrated as much as we are about not being easy, a cancel button, just boom. Well, the Federal Trade Commission, in effect today, is requiring companies to now I lost my place. Requiring companies to simplify the cancellation process, meaning cancellations for subscriptions must be easy to find on websites or apps and easy to enact. And then the U.S. government will be able to find any companies violating this rule, and they said they're going to be violated, and they will be charged more than $50,000 per incident and social media.
Yes. So I know, as well as other folks.
Yes.
You get a subscription. You don't know if you've got the subscription. You're on a different platform. There's different things. You got a Roku. You've got Ben Lomond TV. You've got Apple TV. You got all these things going on. And sometimes it's hard to keep up. I know that Rocket Money, that's been one of the things, or the Rocket app, where you can
you were
look
telling
at
me about that
these things.
Yes.
But if you don't have these things and don't know what you're being billed for, or if you don't, you're not close to the account, and there's so many things, when things come out of your account, it may not exactly say this is your whatever app, or this is from Paramount Plus or anything like that, but it makes it simple where you can go unsubscribe and stop the account, because sometimes with that, it just lets you know, and you can use that. Now, that is a paid service. You have to pay for that.
Okay.
So it is,
But it works.
But it does work. But what they're trying to do is trying to make things easier for folks, because people are looking and going, where did my money go? And with all the subscription services that are available now for everything from
games to, there's so many apps.
Oh, my
so many apps. I have so many apps, social media wise. There's no telling how much I'm spending.
We need to ask folks what are their favorite apps. And I'll tell you, my children have started playing this thing called Monopoly Go.
Oh, I love Monopoly Go.
Oh my goodness. I could sit down and play that all day. I'm glad that I don't pay for it. And when I run out of rolls, it's over.
It's over.
But so maybe we'll do a would you rather, or something like that.
Okay.
Some type of thing. But no,
I like that.
Back to the case at hand. People are subscribed to these things and they don't even know it. And so they're not even utilizing the services. And so they're getting billed for them. And I'll tell you, it's just like some of these health clubs or some of these gym memberships.
Oh, yeah. Those $10 memberships.
They get you in and no one's missing $10 and you forget all about that you're even paying
That's the
for
gimmick. That's it.
Hey, look, they'll take your money. And if you're not using the services, they're not going to
not going to worry about it.
Why aren't you coming to the gym?
No. And then another thing that's going on in America, I heard on the headlines, is airlines, or airline companies or airline places, where you board airplanes, they're going to start regulating alcoholic drink intake before getting on the plane, because keep in mind, make a note that they already have a drink limit when you're on the plane, because of the higher elevation, you can get drunker quicker. And this come up because, or this is they're talking about this is because a gentleman overdrank and died from alcohol poisoning.
Well, I guess when you're on the plane, there's not much that anybody can do. You can't get the right medical necessities.
And you don't know how the flight attendants didn't, or they may not know how much alcohol you.
Well,
you
they
drank.
don't. I mean, they're not monitoring you. Now, are they going to make you do a breathalyzer before you get on the plane?
That it did not say. It just said regulated alcohol drink intake before arriving on planes. And this is going to be like in the European area. They're going to start doing this with like Ireland, like Air Dublin, Spain, and starting with that first before they hit America, because that's where this incident happened. But they got stuck overnight, and again, when you get stuck overnight, because of public safety issues, I mean, people are drinking through the night and trying to keep going.
Kelly, we might have to put a pin in that one and talk to our official European correspondent this Friday. Now, our official European correspondent, we're not going to say who it is.
Okay.
But
I know who it is.
Well, hey, look, all things European, especially all things English. You know who you are. We've got a big reveal this Friday about who our European correspondent is. So, folks, get ready. Tune in Friday for that big news. Oh, we got a lot of big news this Friday.
And so, going right into the events for leading up to this weekend. So, this Friday, of course, is our big 1-year bash. We are going to be celebrating 1 year being Warren First Night Through What. I'm so excited. Yes. It's going to be on the 17th at the Chamber of Commerce Community Room from 8:30 to 1:30. And we literally have a slew of people lined up. So every 30 minutes, my goal is to have somebody to come in, and it's already filling up.
Man.
But I want to say thanks again to Tom Davis. He's going to come back in on Friday morning to start the show off with us at 8:30 because, of course, he's starting his campaign running for Congress once again for District 4. And then our very own, one of our many travel agents, Hannah Gribble, is going to come on the show. Jimmy Haley, our Warren County historian.
Mr. Warren County
yes, Mr. Warren County is going to come in at 9:30. We're going to have, which I'm so excited because I told Brian when I found out about this, we are going to have, I don't know if all of them are coming or some of them are coming, but some people from the Pioneer Pride Band is going to be coming and performing on the show as well at 10 o'clock. My good friend, my brother from another mother is going to be coming on, being on the video chat with us. Duke Rice.
Mr. Duke.
Yes, and if anybody doesn't know, he did move back to Tennessee, and he is loving it, and he lives in Sparta right now, and he works at the Cookeville radio stations. And then we got Jonathan Womack coming in from Community.
I got this.
Okay. Community TVTN. We got Jonathan Womack at 11:45. And that's what we got. We have a few more people that I have called. I just don't want to say who yet that has gave me the for sure thumbs up. But it's going to be a great show. And I want to say thanks to my mother, Sharon Walker, for hooking us up with all the hors d'oeuvres and light refreshments for all the shenanigans. We're going to have a lot of good, juicy treats. What is that?
Guys, my good friend, Mr. Justin Matt Campbell, just stopped by, and he delivered me a couple of books of his to let my daughters read. And this guy, he just gives and gives and gives. And he is one of the great caretakers and people that help out over at the First Methodist Men's Shelter. And he does a lot of overnights over there. God bless him.
And he's wrote his own book of poetry.
He's a published author. I love it. So Matt is he just gives and gives and gives. He's who we went with to the artist, the Comic-Con / artist. So we had such a good time. So he told us about some of these fiction, these fantasy books, and so
and the girls wanted them,
and the girls will read them. He gives us so much, but we're so blessed to have Mr. Matt come by.
I love that
and see us, and so yes, Kelly. So much going on.
And that's just the start of it. And again, we already talked about all the happenings going on at the Park Theater. If you don't know what's going on at the Park Theater, make sure you go on their website and look at all their dates. They are blowing it up for January and February, so you can't miss it. And then, of course, I do want to do a shout out to we're going to start with here on the 20th. Not only is there the big thing, but we'll talk about with Carrie Underwood and stuff, but the Unity Celebration.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about it.
Okay. Well, this looks like it's going to be at the Bernard Gym at 12 p.m. on January 20th. And guys, you got to remember, January 20th is a national holiday. It's in remembrance of Dr. Martin Luther King. And so they're going to have the keynote speaker is going to be Bishop Michael Berry, and from the North Hills Church of God and Prophecy. And we're so honored to have him here in our community to be able to speak. But guys, making the observance of what the civil rights movement was all about. And I'll tell you, Kelly, in the last few years during the summertime, my sister-in-law lives in Canada.
Okay.
So we drive to see them. We've got passport cards, so we can come in by either boat or by car.
Oh, that's cool.
And so since we're going to stay there a few days, we make it a big trip. My wife is a school teacher, so she generally has the summers off. But we drive to Washington, D.C. And I'd never been to the Lincoln Memorial until the last couple of years. And one of the things about getting to the Lincoln Memorial is going up the steps. And if you ever get the opportunity to go to the Lincoln Memorial, go up the steps, stop about halfway up, and inscribed on the marble stone there is the place where Martin Luther King gave his I Have a Dream speech.
Oh, wow.
Guys, it's incredible to know that was a moment in our history. It's a beautiful moment in our history, and we get to celebrate that. Guys, it doesn't matter where you are on the spectrum. We got to love each other and treat each other. And the beautiful thing is, the things that they were dealing with in the 50s and 60s, man, we don't deal with that kind of stuff now. We don't.
It's not the same.
It is not the same, and that's a blessing. But it was because of pioneers like Martin Luther King and the Kennedys and all the people that were involved in the civil rights movement got us to where we are today. And so this is a great observance. And thank you to those with the Black History Museum, and I'm thinking in particular Mr. Wayne Wolford and that group at the Bernard School. Thank you guys so much. And I'll tell you,
what they're doing.
Mr. Jimmy Haley's been involved in talking about this stuff too. So we're very blessed to have that. So this Unity celebration, if you can, Bernard Gym at 12 p.m. on January 20th. Come and the inauguration is that day as well.
The inauguration's that day. Carrie Underwood, she will be ushering in the with her song of singing God Bless America, and with the naval band and everything and the quartets. And again, this is where we're going to be inaugurating President Donald Trump on his second term. Is that how you'd say it?
Well, his second presidency. I mean, and it would be a second term, but it's unique. Only Grover Cleveland was the only president that was able to lose an election, and then come back and win another presidency.
And that's why Carrie Underwood also made a post like, this is a day in history for her. And she and again, I know everybody might be like, oh, Carrie Underwood, but she also opened up the inauguration for Biden as well. So I'm just saying, I want y'all to know that. So she's a phenomenal singer.
Anyway it goes, it's a great honor. And the thing is we need to respect the presidency, the office of the presidency, no matter who's in it. Even if it's not the person that you wanted to be in it, it still holds a lot of reverence. And so we need to respect, because ultimately, and I feel like this, God's in charge of everything. He's in control of everything. There's lessons that we need to learn as his people. So let's show decorum. Let's be in the moment, and let's celebrate this, and not celebrate our differences. Just like Dr. Martin Luther King said, we're celebrating the content of our character, because there are shady people on all spectrums of color, unfortunately. But then there's good people on all spectrums of the color. So guys, this is a great day. Monday is going to be an awesome day.
It's going to be so amazing. And there's I know there's tons of inauguration parties going on, both on the Republican and the Democratic side. And of course, that was one thing that Tom Davis was talking about of his. He's going to have an inauguration party on the 20th, and he'll talk more about that on the 17th or this Friday at our 1 year celebration. But again, wherever I know that Shelly Miller and her husband from Miller Photography, they actually are going.
Yes, they are going to be at the inauguration.
I told her to take pictures and videos and send them to me. I'm jelly. My mom said over the weekend, she's like, hey, I got a text message about da-da-da. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll go with you. I mean, I won't. Hey, if I can go to the inauguration, because I think whether it would have been, I will say this, whether it would have been President Trump or Kamala Harris, I would have liked to be a part of the next step in our future.
Wouldn't it be nice to take Walker to something like that? I wanted to take my girls, but we are going to the Strength to Stand conference in Gatlinburg.
I was going to say, you're going somewhere.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of young people. There's a group from First Baptist Church that's going to be there working on leadership skills and things like that. So, blessings and blessings of safety and movement for the Holy Spirit there at the First Baptist Church, and pray that everybody gets where they need to go this weekend. But exciting week next week. But man, we got this big show Friday coming up.
We have a huge show on Friday, and I want to say this before I forget too. Is that an employee who's trying to come in?
Oh, somebody with some paperwork. And they're going across the street.
Oh. Sometimes people think we're open because I send here. Let me see if I can find this again. With that said, as I'm scrolling through, but I'll just go with it because I know what I need to say. The other day, I got made mention on a lot of chatter going back again about our animal shelters and things like that, and how they're kill shelters. And with that said, you heard it here first, because there was a lot of clarification on each post that was made. But with that said, I want you guys to know that as far as McMinnville goes, our 2 shelters that we have, they are not kill shelters, meaning if an animal is dropped off, they're not just going to immediately go and kill it. No. There are guidelines, there are rules and regulations to why a dog gets put down. And unfortunately, I have to blame us as humans that the animals turn out the way they are. They are not born this way. They are taught this way. And so if a dog is in a foster home or at the facilities, and a human cannot go in there and physically feed that animal because it's barking at it, it's trying to bite and attack. There's guidelines that these people have got to follow. And if they can't find a home for it because of its violent behavior, which that does happen in some animals, that's when those dogs have to be go through the stages and the process before they get killed, put down. But at the end of the day, we here at Warren County do not have kill shelter facilities, not at all. Okay, because when you go in at certain places, the one I go in, because we were fostering a dog and we found a home for him, there's signs everywhere saying this is a no kill zone, and it tells you how. And if you do decide you want to foster, they have a whole process about that. You can contact Holly Cox. But with that said, you can look on, Christy Ross said it best on it. She marked down like all the steps of what the process is for kill zones and what they do at shelters. And if you are not, and I will tell you, I have to give props to Terry Bell and them after they have taken it over, that one specifically, it is getting, I think, better taken care of. The animals are being, the animals' needs are being met. And so with that said, I just want to applaud Terry and them for continuing to help out the animals here in our community, as well as Holly Cox and everybody, Keith, all of them, because they're doing the best they can. And I will tell you this, as a foster parent myself, they will give you the food. They will supply you these things to help take care of the animals. So before we go down a rabbit hole of we're back to kill zone land, we are not. Warren County is not a kill zone area. There is guidelines, and that's across the board for every state and every county, of why an animal has to be put down. So if you ever see things posted like that, we said this on the show, do the research. You owe it to yourself to go and research this information before this information blows up and it ruins somebody's reputation or the process of stuff. Because I know that the animal shelter is that's across from the jail is kind of been put on a pause because they're waiting for the next stage of building. If you have built a home yourself, you know as well as I do, because we're in the building of it. We just talked about this yesterday, literally. There's processes and procedures you have to follow before you can put paint on the walls or put a frame on the walls. We had to wait 3 months for somebody to inspect our plumbing pipes in the basement before we could move them up.
Especially if it's a government entity that's doing this.
Yes,
it's going to take longer for them to do it because of all the special restrictions with funding and different things that go along with meeting contracts and things like that. So guys, please, don't stir the pot. That's why I'm not on the chatter. I don't know anything unless my wife tells me.
People tag me and then I see it, and I'm just, my heart goes out to Keith and Holly and Terry Bell and everybody that's involved in both of the shelters here. They are doing the best they can with the resources they can, and especially with Terry Bell's group with that shelter. That is a government-based animal shelter, so things are a little bit slower as far as building processes and stuff like that.
Listen, I wish we could catch everybody who dumps an animal off. One of the big things that we need to do is we need to make sure that we have our animal spayed and neutered. That's a big thing. If you've got an animal that you love and adore, and you're thinking about puppies or kittens or anything like that, guys, look, if that's not on your radar, if you're not a professional breeder or something like that, I would really encourage you to get that animal spayed or neutered, just so we don't have more animals that people are just dropping off or leaving out, or I live on a farm. I've got 3 cats, actually a 4th one that comes across the street from an abandoned house and feeds at our place.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, the little cat, we call her Miss Percy.
Oh.
And because my girls like Percy Jackson.
Okay.
And they're big Percy Jackson fans. And so Miss Percy is the sweetest. And I found her underneath our culvert, and her tail was bitten off. And so she loved on me this morning. I've had them in because of the cold weather.
Yeah.
And I'm not a cat fan. I'm a dog fan.
Yeah.
Guys, I love this kid. I love God. She was crawling all over me this morning.
Bless
and it was one of those things where these animals, you're known by how you take care of things.
Yeah, you do.
And how you treat your animals is very important. And so, guys, let's work together. Let's try to encourage each other to save these animals the best we can. And let's not be pointing fingers. Let's be working on solving problems.
And a couple of things, and then we're going to have to call it a day. Newt's Barbecue, they said they're hosting an all-day celebration at their restaurant in Rock Island. So make sure you'll go check out Mr. Newt. He is phenomenal. That barbecue.
It's good.
Ooh, I'm just saying, it's delicious. And shout out to Miss Lenisa Bell. She said Inauguration Day celebration, that is. And then lastly, Lily Brown said this to me. The Warren County Middle School Competition Cheer Group is doing an indoor yard sale on January the 18th at 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Westwood Church of Christ. And so if you are interested in helping raise some money for these Warren County Middle School Competition Cheer girls and guys, that is going to be on January the 18th, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Westwood Church of Christ.
As my man Justin Timberlake would say, come on down to Westwood.
But he would.
In the cup of noodles.
Oh, yeah. I love it when him and Jimmy Fallon is like, yes. But with that said, it has been a phenomenal day. I'm going today to get those newsletters done and send them out to all my digital buddies that's on the digital copy crew. If you want a digital copy of the Local Voice, text the keyword Local Voice to 931-305-0869. Join the text club right here. You can't miss it. 81010. And then you send in the message. You got to put at Warren931, and that's all through the Remind app. If you're not following us on Facebook, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and remember, Facebook people, please, if you're not following us or liking us, go on there. Our goal this week is to get to 5K.
Yay!
5K is the goal. And then if you're on Instagram, I would love to be at 1,000.
That's fingers crossed. That's not the bird. Fingers crossed. Sorry.
Yeah, fingers crossed we can get that way. But like, subscribe, follow us on Apple, Amazon, Spotify. There's so many outlets to hear us and share our information. When I hear like they don't know how to get the information, it breaks my heart because there's so many ways I have put out there for you guys. And then if you want to see what's going on in the community, make sure you team up with our fine folks at the Chamber of Commerce, as the community calendar that they have is being brought to you by us. All the dates are in there. We're still putting in dates as we speak.
And there is a hot rumor going on, and I'll just go ahead and break the news with what's going on with TikTok being Chinese owned.
Oh, yes. I asked you about this yesterday. Yes.
there are rumors that Elon Musk might buy TikTok. And so if it becomes an American company, we might be on with you TikTokers.
Yeah, he keeps telling me I need to get on TikTok, but I'm like, not yet until it gets switched.
Oh, look, I'm not on TikTok, and I'm definitely not on Snapchat. I stay away from those things. But TikTok is becoming very relevant in social media, and people are getting a lot of their information from, especially with podcasts like these. So, guys, we want to know where we can meet you and let you know about what your good neighbors around the community are doing and what's going on here in the greater Warren County area.
And then I just remembered, because everything always pops up, I want to shout out today, red ribbon cutting is going on at 11:30 at, again, it's right next to, it's the Candy Lady Sweets and Eats. It's 352 South Chancery Street. I've been trying to get in touch with Eric, and that's how I'm going to say his name right now, and his wife, Michelle. They are opening up they're doing their grand opening, and the ribbon cutting is officially today. So make sure you go and check that out. We will try to get out there. If everything works out in my favor, that is where I'm going to be going at 11:30 today to be broadcasting live on the red carpet, as I say. But with that, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.